Hi everyone! So today is September 8th, sorry. We have a haul from the flea market. We kind of debated about whether or not to go today because it looked kind of cloudy, but it was nice by the time we got there.
And there were a lot of people set up.
Yeah, I know, so I'm glad we went, and as you can tell by the title of this video, it's all guy dolls. So when we first walked in, Colleen found these two Ken dolls for $1 each.
This is Western Stampin'.
In 1988, my first Ken.
This guy was wearing this vest over his outfit, but it doesn't seem to go to him.
And he was wearing great shape Ken pants over his pants.
So extra clothes, can't complain. They're very complete.
Yes, and
then
it's not all that often you find guy dolls, let alone ones in their outfits.
And then I know this isn't dolly related, but I found this Oscar the Grouch, and I'm very excited about him. He was one of my favorites as a kid. He's by Applause, and I did some research, and I want to say he's from 1988, but I'm not 100% sure yet.
We got 3 box dolls. They were $5 each, and they're all flavors. And what ended up happening was I didn't bring a lot of money with me to the flea market, so by the time we had spent a few dollars, we had spent like $6 because we also got a DVD. I was $1 short for these 3 box dolls. And I went to the ATM and it wasn't working. There was some kind of problem with it. But the guy was nice and took $14 for all 3 of these. So we have Sporty Liam, Party Tray, and Diamonds and Denim Liam. I saw them all on the table. I had actually gone over there to look at, this guy had some like vintage Barbies that were in really bad shape. And then I spotted these guys and I couldn't believe they were $5 each. They actually were $5 at KB Toys originally. One of them still had the sticker on, it fell off, but I peeled back his sticker and it said KB Toys $4.99. So
that is crazy.
These were brand new at KB Toys for $5, and that's the thing. Like when we were kids and we went out like every Saturday after my mom died and went and like got dolls, we usually did it at KB Toys. It was Friday or Saturday night, and that's why we were able to do that as often as we did, I think, because we would get like really cheap dolls. And yeah, I love them. My favorite is probably Trey. I've been wanting a Trey, and Colleen also likes Trey a lot.
I really like this Liam too.
Yes.
We thought that Liam might have been the same as her other Liam because we couldn't remember which one she had.
I knew he was wearing red, but I kept
I felt like there was something off about both his face and his attire.
I know I had a blonde one too. They're not actually labeled, in case you're wondering. These are like lines in quotations that people gave them based on their clothes and also on the commercials, what they called them in the commercials. So we opened the boys up, and this is what their stuff all looks like. This is Party Trey's outfit. He came with a spare jacket, but not a complete outfit. He also came with extra shoes. These are the decals that you can put on the clothes if you want. I'm not going to do that because they're probably so old that they won't even stick very well, but I'll save them for other projects. He's got this really cool karaoke machine. I have Sporty Liam's outfit and his spare outfit. And they all come with like cell phones that look similar to this one, and he's got his medallion. Also, all the Sporty dolls seem to come with medallions and radios. And then Diamonds and Denim Liam has my favorite outfits. And I also love his skateboard. But he wears a helmet, which took us both aback. Seems a little goody boy for him. So we are back with part 2 of this haul because it's the following weekend. It is September 15th, and we decided since this stuff wouldn't need a transformation video and the previous clip didn't need a transformation video and neither had tons of items in them, we would combine the two. And also sometimes my hauls, I don't know if it was like YouTube didn't recommend it, but my last haul barely got any views, so maybe people were bored of them, but I just figured we'd include them both.
So from the couple that we buy a lot of Monster High from, we found this Prince Charming. He's really cool. I think he's the 2011 Fairy Tale Wedding Prince Charming by Mattel, and I think what makes him really special, in my opinion anyway, is that his shirt and pants are both blue instead of the white and red motif that I usually see on Prince Charming. So he stands out a lot. And
I have a fondness for Prince Charming dolls because when I got back into collecting, in 2011, and Disney dolls were my main focus. I remember being so excited when I found my 2005 Prince Charming at the flea market, and I remember I was even more excited when I found my classics Prince Charming. So I just kind of, it's like Snow White, how I just happen to have some luck finding Snow White dolls. I happen to have luck finding.
I remember seeing these in stores, like this era of Mattel Disney in stores, and really liking them.
Thinking about buying them.
Yes, so it's really cool to have him.
So then
I asked Shelly if she wanted to double back for something we saw on the same table that we got our Teen Talk Barbie and the other African American 90s Barbies
the
from.
Labor Day Ladies lot.
Yes.
We had the box 90s Barbies, and we have bought quite a few dolls over the years from this seller. She usually has like newer dolls that she probably got in bulk on sale, so they're just like those like cheap little slim box, but she does have out of date ones too. And
recently she's had quite a few out of date.
Yeah, and I kind of tend to need like a little time to think about things sometimes. I think there's probably an impression that when we go to the flea market we like buy all the doll stuff, or that there's loads of doll stuff, but that's not really true.
We walked by these guys several weeks.
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff that like is there regularly that we don't buy because it's overpriced or it's just not what we're into, or we already have it. And also like it's not that our flea market's geared towards toys, because it's not. You just have to go like all the time, and then you kind of build up a rapport too with certain sellers, and you'll see what I mean by that. So she had 2 reproductions. She had this 35th anniversary Barbie, who's like modeled after Barbie #1.
And she's $7.
And she's
for
from
$5. This is so low in the spotlight. When I told Shelly that this doll was only $5, that was what made us ultimately go back. She's really cool.
Yeah, and I had thought about buying these before when we went back on Labor Day, but I ended up picking the African American dolls instead, because I actually already have this doll. I got her in 2015.
From the Tycho Eric guy.
She doesn't have her outfit, and I really like the reproductions because they keep a lot nicer than the vintage dolls, but they give you that same sort of feel.
Nostalgia.
Of course, I mean, I love having the real ones too, but when are you gonna find the Barbie #1?
So while we were leaving, she recognized us from last week. She's like, oh, you guys are really into Barbie, aren't you? You guys have bought stuff before. And we're like, yeah. And she gave us,
for free, a calendar from 1998, and it's got, I'll zoom you in after, a close-up like of all these like 60s Barbies in wedding scenes. And the cool thing is I have the 1964 Barbie's New Dream House, which is in the background of some of these photos.
and there's like Scooter and Skipper, and it's just such a cute thing.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I thought of you, and so I brought it in, and I'm going to take it apart and use it for a background for dolls, because that'll be really cool. I have all kinds of ideas of like skits and photos we could use this for. So here are the boys all cleaned up. Now obviously for the 3 flavors, guys, I didn't need to wash hair because they're flocked. But I did give them a quick wash with some dish soap in the sink and let them dry because they had some like dust on their face, especially one of them.
And these guys had like tape on their like back of their necks.
Yes, but their clothes didn't need to be washed because their packaging was pretty good. But sometimes with box dolls,
Except that pair of pants.
yeah,
His spare pants.
his spare pants had like tape residue on them. But sometimes with box dolls, if their inside of their box got dirty, which that does happen, you need to wash their things, but most of the time I don't need to. So they're all really cute. He kind of reminds me of like Eminem with black hair.
Yeah, I really like him.
Like,
He's cool.
I mean, I don't like listen to Eminem or anything, but when I look at him, that's what I think
I like
of.
how they all have man earrings.
Yes, he has both his ears pierced. And then we have the 2 Kens, Western Stampin'. I washed his outfit and I'm really impressed because none of this is like flaking off. So, and it's not sticky, and usually this faux leather does, because I have another pair of his pants and they're like that. And then my first Ken, he was disgusting.
Oh my god, he looks worlds better.
And I actually had to wash his outfit twice. The first time with OxyClean, and the second time I was like, it needs to be bleached. There's no, not the jacket, but the weird
His
guard.
face was filthy before.
Yes. And they smell a lot better, and they are super handsome. Okay, so they also had their boil washes and such. So I did have to give them pretty good body scrubs because they had
elastic bands holding their swimsuits on, and obviously like 25 plus years in the box, it's gonna get really disgusting and sticky. It's not just gonna peel off nicely, but I did manage to get it off. But their hair looks so shiny and beautiful. It almost looks wet because their hair is so shiny. And that's my old Solo in the Spotlight Barbie. She looks so cute in that Generation Girl fashion. She was up here for a Flickr photo. And then Prince Charming. I did have to wash his outfit, and I feel like that's the biggest difference because it was gross. I washed all my secondhand clothes, but his actually looked and smelled weird. It smells so much better, and he just looks a lot brighter in it. That's why I always like to wash secondhand clothes, even if they look nice. Chances are they're dirty. His outfit turned the water like a gross brown color. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There will already be pictures of these dolls up on my Flickr when you see this video, so if you want to read about them, check them out, etc., feel free to do so. And until next time, love your dolls, love yourself, and love your life.